not pervert. I don't go in there for sexual reasons. I'm not like
It's not for pleasure.
What's that thing called?
I don't
the
want to
machine?
see that. Do you watch them open her up?
Mm-hmm. Welcome, everybody, to the Bob and Katie Show.
I'm Katie.
And I'm Bob. And for the third week in a row, we have Tim from the Combat Junkies.
We're going to have to rename it.
I knew you were going to say that.
Bob and Katie present the Bob and Katie Show, featuring Bob, Katie, and Tim. What was that from? It was the Big
Fun
Bang
with
Theory.
Flags?
Yeah. It's Dr. Sheldon Cooper presents Fun with Flags, featuring Dr. Sheldon Cooper and Amy Farrah Fowler. It's like 87 words
No, it
long.
was it became, and then it was Dr. Sheldon Cooper and Dr. Amy Farrah Fowler present Fun with Flags, featuring...
No. It was Dr. Sheldon Cooper and Dr. Amy Farrah Fowler present Dr. Sheldon Cooper's Fun with Flags, featuring Sheldon.
Yeah, both of them.
And
yeah, I think
nobody cares anymore. Somebody just hit the stop button. So let's get right into it. Tim, what do you think of the thought of a video camera going into your anus cavity?
What?
I wasn't talking to you.
For medical,
I'm not putting it there.
For medical purposes or for pleasure?
I mean, so let's just say
I guess
hypothetically.
it could be both.
Let's go hypothetically pleasure.
Pleasure.
What pleasure device is there that involves a video camera?
I don't want to know.
I think we need to look this up. No, I'm not down with any of that. You ever had a finger up your butt?
Yeah.
At the doctor?
Yeah.
It was super, awkward, right?
Yeah.
The doctor had to, bend me over, because I was just, and he had to, forcefully bend me over.
That's really rapey sounding.
And it sucks because I didn't have to go. My stomach was upset and I took Pepto-Bismol.
It was you went to the doctor and was like, my stomach hurts. And he's bend over.
when I finally went to the bathroom, my poop was black. You ever taken that much Pepto?
Yeah.
I didn't know that. So I made a doctor's appointment. And he was like...
So you took Pepto-Bismol. Which
what the heck?
Anybody in the world that's taken Pepto-Bismol knows it changes the color
I didn't
of your
know
poop.
that.
It's pretty freaky, though.
And you were like, oh God, I got to go to the doctor. And you told the doctor, and he's like, then he slightly puts his hand on your back and just forces you down on the table.
Well, I told him afterwards. I was just like, my shit is black. Something is wrong. And then afterwards, after he raped me, he asked me if I had taken anything like that. And I was like, yeah, I've been on it for a couple of days.
So he didn't ask you before?
No. This is my family doctor. I've known him for forever. I still go see him, and he's an hour away.
Oh, my gosh.
That was super embarrassing.
I have to say, I have never had a finger on my butt at the doctor. I have had a Q-tip, but never a finger.
What was the Q-tip? I remember.
The Group B strep.
Oh, yeah.
Groupie strip?
Group B strep.
Now,
when you're pregnant.
I had to do the finger thing, but I didn't get forcefully laid across.
You were okay with that. You're just like...
No, I had to get on the table and lay on my side in the fetal position.
No.
What were you being examined for? What was the issue?
Bloody poop.
Oh, I guess that's the difference between bloody poop and black poop.
Black poop, they're just bend over. Take it.
Well, the table was this tall, and I was bending over this.
Was it at an actual medical facility?
Yes,
or was it Uncle Dr. Jim?
Oh my God.
And he was come out to my shed for a minute, Tim.
Come out to my shed.
Oh my gosh.
But I was super embarrassed when I found out why.
Well, you and I both are creeping up on this age where people are you have to go get a colonoscopy.
You're 28.
What?
How old are you?
I'm 32.
I keep thinking you're way younger than me.
Well, thank you.
He's stroking his beard, everybody.
Handsome, good looks. I'm making everybody at the table uncomfortable. Do you want to touch my beard?
No.
It smells of peppermint and stress.
Stress.
No, I was at work the other day, and there was a...
Are you talking about a colonoscopy or a prostate exam?
Is that not the same thing?
No.
Colonoscopy is stuff going up there. Tubes, right?
Like they look up there.
Yeah.
A prostate exam
it's just a finger,
is a finger because they have to feel your prostate to see if it's enlarged or something like that.
But the colonoscopy you have to like start getting, right? Isn't that?
No,
you're thinking prostate exam.
Oh my God, Bob.
I am so happy right now. Like you guys don't even know.
Yeah, colonoscopy usually I think is only done like if there's a need.
Yeah, issues found from the prostate exam.
So you go to the doctor and you're like, oh, my poop's black. And then he forces you down on the table and then plays with what is it called?
Oh my God.
Your prostate.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Please stop doing that motion.
and then he's like, oh, there's something weird. And then you got to get raped again with a machine?
I guess.
That's horrifying. So naturally, I did some research.
On colonoscopies or prostate exams?
I did colonoscopies and I found some very disturbing stuff, but now I feel better. But I'm going to share it with you anyways. Because if I don't, then we don't have a show. I guess I didn't research quite enough. Okay, so a colonoscopy. Look at this.
The man looks way too happy.
Yeah,
okay, first of all, I don't care what you're having done. Nobody has that face when you're wearing one of those hospital gowns and your butt is exposed.
All right, guys.
Nobody.
So what she's talking about is we're looking at an article on colonoscopies.
He looks like a grandpa getting ready to go visit the grandkids, and he's got peppermints in his pocket, and he's happy to see them.
You're gonna be smelling like peppermints in a minute.
That sounds creepy.
Yeah.
Peppermints in my pocket, kid.
And I got some more candy in the van.
My grandpa never carried peppermints in his pocket. He might have some pork rinds or nabs, but
just bend over this table.
Seems like a grandfatherly thing to do.
If you go to...
What are you looking at? Is colonoscopies on that tab? And
Mom strapped into the roof of a minivan.
Oh.
What are you looking at?
She turn it off. Next bed for you?
Yeah.
That's your fault.
I can't right
Just keep it up there.
Mister, I want the TV on so bad.
Okay, so
delete your browsing history.
I had a game where I found some Baba Clock news, and I was gonna have 3 examples.
Is it about a mom strapping her kid to the minivan?
Yeah, but I guess that's gonna be at the end of the show now. So
to hold the kiddie
pool down.
Oh my God!
I mean, I've seen crazier.
Oh my God!
So this was going to be the game. I'll read it to you. I had come up with 3 alternatives, and you guys are going to have to pick the ones. And the alternatives were helped her kid throw rocks off of an overpass, made her kid sleep on a wooden floating dock in the middle of a lake overnight, or tied her kid to the top of a minivan and drove down the street. And I was going to have you guys ask me questions, but I just ruined it for everybody, so I'm sorry.
Let's go back to the smiling grandpa.
There he is right there. If anybody wants to see this article...
Wait, you see that IV over there?
So you keep cutting
What's the IV for? IVs are no fun either.
He's getting a colonoscopy.
Do you have to have an IV in when you do a colonoscopy?
Yeah, it depends on what kind you get.
You didn't know what it was?
No, I didn't know. I didn't read up on the prostate exam. I read up on the colonoscopy.
Why do you keep
So what's the IV
this?
for?
Because he's fixing to pass out. Because you can choose. Like, you can go... I want to go to sleep or I want to stay awake. You get the choice.
Oh God, please put me under.
And I was like, they're going to have to put me under in the truck and pull me out the truck and roll me
some
inside.
Valiums. Remember I had to have that procedure done and they gave me, was it Valium to take ahead of time? That dye test thing?
Oh, yeah.
They gave me Valium for my vasectomy.
Did you have to take it before you went?
He was laughing. He said the patient before me took it and, he's never taken anything like that before, and they couldn't find him. He was passed out in his car.
Oh my gosh.
So he missed his appointment.
I mean, that's the one and only time in my life I've ever taken Valium, and they said take it an hour before your appointment. So I took it right before we left the house because we had almost an hour drive, and I remember being in the car, and everything was funny.
Right.
I remember laughing at a billboard. I don't remember what was on the billboard, but I was like, you see that billboard?
And she walked into the doctor's office and he's like, bend over this table. Well, I was trying to say, if anybody wants to see the picture of the smiling grandpa and read the article that we're talking about,
are you going to post it on our Facebook page?
Will you just let me say it?
Sorry, I'm really excited.
We're 11 minutes in and we haven't accomplished anything, and with two of those minutes, you're making me cut out.
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
If you sign up for our email, I'm going to put all the links of everything we talk about and send it out.
Please sign up for this email. And go look at this smiling grandpa wearing the hospital gown about to get a colonoscopy. That is not real at all.
So there's something called a virtual colonoscopy, which doesn't sound as good. It's kind of weird. It's kind of like X-ray-ish. But then they're like, we're not sure. So you could get this done. And then they're like, we don't know if it's going to work. So we're going to go ahead and do the real one. But yeah, you can choose whether or not you want to be drugged or awake.
I want to be awake.
So
I want the full experience.
Says the guy that when he started, he was like, is this for pleasure or is this for medical purposes? The last guy just told me to bend over the table.
Wait. Go down the second paragraph. In preparation for virtual colonoscopy, the day before the examination, the colon is cleaned out.
Yeah, so that was the next.
Cleaned out.
That's the next thing. If you read into what you have to do before a colonoscopy, it sounds way worse than the actual colonoscopy. It's like a lot of times you can
air into your anus.
Mm-hmm. That can't be healthy.
That would backfire.
They use like
it's supposed to go out, not in.
It's like an air pump, like you have in your garage. You pump your tire, and just goes. Your cheeks,
or the eye doctor.
Your cheeks just flutter a little bit, like you were on like a roller coaster. Your breath got to stink after something like that.
Oh, that's just wrong.
Okay, so you see this word right here, polyps? Mm-hmm. Now that's what they're looking for. Okay.
Yeah.
Now, let me show you.
I want to see a polyp.
Hang on, where's the picture at?
Those people look very concerned.
Yeah, these guys are here.
Found a polyp. What is this polyp?
Look at their faces.
Did you guys see the old man? He's too happy to be in here.
He has no idea what is about to happen.
Oh, I can't. Dang it, where's it at?
It has to be that inside-looking thing you showed. That thing.
Yeah, right there. Look at that thing. It's like a nipple. Like apparently if a nipple grows...
like an alien nipple.
If a nipple grows inside of your anus, it's bad. I can't make that go away.
You have a Bob and Caddy show Snapchat, right?
I do. Okay, there it is right there. So you see that little metal thing? Now this is what happens. So...
What is that? What are they doing?
I'm going to tell you. Listen to me. They send the probe in. We're going to call it a probe, all right? You got two grays, and they're sending the probe in, and they're looking around.
This is making me hurt.
And they look for those little skin taggy looking things, polyps.
Skin taggy looking things.
And if they see one with the camera, then this little metal hoop arm comes out that looks like that, and they take it.
It just pulls it off?
Yep. Pulls it off. Brings it out.
What?
Puts it on the table and goes back in.
It doesn't cut it. It just pulls it?
Look, it's a little metal hoop. Yeah, it just...
Can you please turn that?
God.
Oh.
Please say no thanks to that survey.
That's the doctor looking at it. There's no, no thanks.
It's so weird your phone is doing that on the TV. I'm so stupid with technology.
Look, that's a butt right there. You see it?
Oh! Oh!
Yeah. Oh.
Who signed to use that picture? They had to have somebody's permission.
It was probably a screening process.
Yeah, there probably was a screening process.
Whatever, man.
Look at his face. There's no screening process.
So, the point of all that is I thought, until you guys corrected me at the beginning of this episode and just made me feel better about life, I thought I was going to have to get that done once a year.
We could be wrong.
Oh, God!
I know. What's that?
It'd be funny if we were wrong.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure it's just a prostate
I go
exam.
in and I'm like, oh, it's going to be the prostate exam.
But it's still
and then they pull out the probe. And they're like, bend over. So you just got to bend over.
Yeah.
I mean,
yeah, see, my doctor
I'm
made me
having a
pull my
hard time
pants
having
down
sympathy
and
for you, though, because as a woman,
yeah.
the exams that we have to go through, it's...
Well, that's why I talked to Tim and I wasn't looking at you because I knew better than to go down that road with you.
Yeah. No sympathy from me. Once a year, they get to crank me open. Yeah.
That is...
Have you ever gone in there with Lauren for those exams?
Hell no.
Really?
No.
Oh, I do it all the time. I think it's great. You learn
That's
things.
Perverted, man.
It's not perverted. I don't go in there for sexual reasons. I'm not like
it's not for pleasure.
What's that thing called?
I don't
the
want to
machine?
see that. Do you watch them open her up?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I can't do that. No.
Dude, it's like power tools, man. It's crazy. There's like, okay, so it's kind of like, it looks like this.
I just want to see it in its natural habitat.
You mean like a jungle? Like, what are you talking about? But yeah, it slides in and it just goes.
Then it goes click, click, click.
No, not for me.
And then she has like a headlamp on. And you see her just reach her two hands in, and she goes inside and just like looks
I don't need
around.
to see all that.
Relax your knees to the side.
Yeah, she's like, just try to relax.
Scoot your butt to the edge of the table. Relax your knees to the side.
Why do you watch that?
Because I'm there to support my wife.
Shut up! Shut up! Trying to make me feel bad. No,
some of us love our wives, Tim.
I don't want to see my wife probe with metal. That's I eat at that restaurant. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't need to see all that.
Dude, okay, so they put lubricant on it, and like they're not stingy. It's crazy. Like they're just like.
I mean, God, it's already uncomfortable enough.
So much lube, man.
It doesn't change your mind, like when you're home.
Change my mind about what?
Before you do the deed.
Why would it change my mind?
Because I think it would change my mind.
Change, like you want to be gay?
No, dude.
What do you mean change your mind?
It's like some dads don't want to see not change their mind. It would make them look at their wife's vagina differently.
No, it won't. No way. That's like saying, oh, I'm going to go to the restaurant. Oh, this meatloaf is really good, but if I see the cook making it, I'm not going to be able to eat it. No, it's for preparation. They got to take care of it. They got to do things. Make it good.
I just don't think I could.
You don't?
No.
Let me look up a video.
No. Oh, please don't. You got a big screen in here?
No. I will have to leave the room.
Lauren doesn't even tell me when she has those appointments.
Has she ever had one?
I don't know.
Oh, my God.
They have a kid. She's had one.
Well, I mean, what about that? Did you go to the...
She had a C-section.
A C-section?
Were you in the room?
Yeah, a C-section.
I'm Bob tonight. A C-section.
How did him having a lisp immediately turn around to pick it on me? Like that fast. He was like, oh, I'm Bob tonight. Like he just flipped it on me.
Oh my gosh. So were you in the room when she had the C-section?
Mm-hmm.
Did you like see everything?
No.
Why?
They asked me if I want to look over the curtain. I was like, hell no.
They had to stop me from looking over the curtain at first. I was trying to stand up.
You want to see your wife cut open?
Oh, God, yeah.
You're so weird.
What do you mean? It's awesome.
But you're making me feel weird because I don't want to see stuff like that.
So you didn't see...
Like, I'm not supportive because I want to see my wife cut open.
You didn't see any of it?
No.
Oh, my God, dude.
No, I don't want... No, don't pull it up on your phone. I don't want to see it.
So they take a knife, right? And they just make a slit like this. And then they've got this machine, or it's like a tube.
Oh, my God.
And it slides in at an angle. And I swear to you, it's got two handles, and she just goes, and it opens up. And it reminds me of, like, the tube.
Alien?
No. Like a baby sticks his head out.
With teeth.
Bend over. No, so it opens up, and it reminds me of, like, the tube that Mario jumps down in, like, the game.
A sewer tube?
Yeah,
the green sewer tube?
That's sort of what it looks like.
But it was white, wasn't it?
Yeah. And then they just...
I've seen pictures. He took pictures of Megan and Riley before.
You took... Oh, my God,
she took her hands and just goes inside the tube and just starts moving things around.
You didn't need to see that.
I know when Reagan and Riley were born, when they were like pulling the babies, like I felt my body going on the table. Reese not.
Oh yeah, that's the crazy thing, dude.
Riley was like stuck down.
Yeah, so
in my pelvis.
You would think if you opened up somebody and you were trying to like mess around, it would be like, okay, here we go. This right here, and it's not. They just look like everything's shaking, and like she's moving around, and they're just being rough. And at one point, she pulled something out and set it to the side.
And put it back?
And pulled the baby out and then put whatever that was back in the hole. Yeah, it was.
You watched that?
Yeah, dude, it was wild, man.
You didn't pass out?
Why would I pass out?
I passed out when Lit was born.
For the C-section that you didn't even look over the curtain. Mm-hmm. You just looked at her face and was like, ugh.
Well, he was having trouble breathing. Like, he wasn't breathing for a while, so they had to, like, rush him off for a second.
Yeah, we went through that as well. That was scary.
Yeah.
Yeah, Reagan was having trouble.
Next thing I remember, my mother-in-law was, like, giving me Sprite or something.
Oh.
They were trying, when I had surgery, they were trying to give me Sprite coming out of it, and I was like, I want water.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't allow me to have water, and I was pissed.
I can't believe you watched that.
I don't
think
understand.
that's super weird.
They made you sit down whenever you were in there when Reese was born.
Mm-hmm.
Reese was born.
I still got up and looked though. It was the same little white tube and everything.
Yeah.
Would it be a different one?
God, hopefully it wasn't the same one.
Yeah. They just shook it off and put it back in a bag and was like, we'll use this again in 2 years.
Oh my gosh.
There's got to be a poll of like men that would watch that versus men who wouldn't.
My dad wasn't in the room when any of us were born. My mom had C-sections.
My
dad was getting a haircut when I was born. He really was.
Oh my gosh. My dad can't. My dad would pass out.
Okay, so you're talking about my face. That's because I'm sitting here going, can I peel this onion back? Can we turn this into like a psychiatrist meeting?
I don't know how long my mom was in labor, but I guess he was just over it and went and got a haircut. And that's when I was born.
It's like, I need this haircut real bad.
So what kind of relationship do you have with your dad?
If you had left me while I was giving birth to any of our children to get a haircut, I would strangle you.
Like, you're over there threatening me, and I'm being real over here. Did you hear what was just going on? His dad left to go get a haircut.
Well, I'm sure he came back.
He was 54 when I was born. There was no given. What else were you asking?
Like, what is... I mean, okay. I don't leave in the middle of labor to get my hair cut. You know what I mean? So what did that lead to? I mean, can we talk about that? Like, what kind of,
whatever you want, man.
What kind of relationship did you have with him?
Oh God, we're going there.
You said ask whatever
deep. Oh my!
I mean, let's be real.
Do you have any siblings?
Yeah.
Do they all hate him too? Because I'm not saying that you hate him, but
God!
Look at his eyes. This is what I do. I read people, and I'm telling you, I'm looking at him.
Yeah, he was not a good dad. He was like I said, he was born in 1930, and
he was born in 1930.
Yeah, had me when he was 54 or 56 or something. There's like a 30-year difference between my mom and dad. Yeah, Sampson County.
Sorry,
whatever.
There's inside of your glasses. There's like a piece of lint on your eyelash, and every time you move your eyelash, it's going.
This one?
I think you got it. I couldn't focus on anything you were saying.
I'm trying to go deep.
Honestly, I didn't hear.
He's only talking about his relationship with his parents.
I didn't.
And you're like, but dude, there's links. You have to do something about the link.
Okay. I didn't hear anything after he was born in 1930. I don't know anything.
I don't know why you were looking at me like that.
You see what I live with?
Okay, continue.
And he had a first marriage, I guess, when he was like 18 or 19. So my 2 half brothers and half sister are older than my mother. Because they were, yeah. So, I'm basically an only child. I only talked to one of those brothers.
That's wild. So he just went over like spawning children.
I was born a great uncle. It's pretty crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So don't have kids when you're almost 60. Because my mom had to teach me how to play baseball because my dad was too old.
Is your mom good at baseball?
Oh, yeah. She was like a star pitcher.
Win-win.
Trophies and all that.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
So where's your dad at now?
In hell or heaven? Probably hell. Is that too deep?
Okay. I don't know how to bounce back from that.
He's in the ground.
Okay. Well, I mean, I guess 1930, he'd be like almost 100. 88-ish. So the new Star Wars movie's coming out in December.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God! What did I do?
You feel bad for me because I didn't have a good relationship with my dad?
No, I mean, like, there's lots of people that have awesome, productive lives that didn't have good relationships with their dad.
He was more like a
I had a great relationship with my dad, and you make way more money than I do. So, I mean, maybe my dad should have slapped me around a little bit more or something.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my goodness.
It was more like a be seen, don't be heard type thing. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense?
Like, he got home from work, and he was just like, shut up.
He was retired by the time I can remember.
Oh, yeah, he was like a grandpa when you were born.
He'd show up to school, and kids would think he was my granddad. You guys look so sad.
Like my mom is 56.
Right now?
57, yeah.
That's so crazy.
And
yeah, so like she
has grandkids. They're just born.
Wow, that's wild, man.
So the granddad and grandmom I never met.
How old was your mom when you were born?
She was almost 30, I think.
Look at him.
Right?
He was a smooth criminal.
I know.
Did he have like a lot of money or something? Or
no.
Really? So he was just a talker.
Maybe he was a hottie. You don't know.
He was a very good dancer. And
yeah,
so what about you? Are you a good dancer?
Yeah.
Really? Let me put some music on.
This would be great for a podcast.
There's just a little bit of
play-by-play.
No, we used to have dance parties every night on tour. Like after the show, we would just DJ.
Really?
And just dance all night. Yeah.
A punk rock band.
That sounds like fun.
They would end the punk rock show and then play like Taylor Swift and dance through the night.
Dance. I am white through and through when it comes to dancing.
The last show I ever
But I'll do it anyway.
Was in Arkansas, and they knew it was my last show, and it was us and Squad, and me and the singer for Squad just danced together all night. To like the Ramones and stuff, but we were still dancing.
It's awesome. And then he was like, bend over this table, Tim. and Tim was like, is this for pleasure or medical purpose?
No, I miss that. I miss dancing.
I'll dance with you.
Will you?
Yeah, I'll dance with you.
You dance in the garage?
In the garage. I'm going to dance in the bedroom.
In the bedroom?
Oh, my God.
Like vertical dancing? No, that'd be horizontal. My math teacher taught me the difference between vertical and horizontal. You know how he taught me?
Okay.
When he said, think of vertical, think of a virgin. They stand straight up. Think of horizontal, think of a whore. They lay down on the bed. And that's always stuck with me.
I always remembered, this is how I learned vertical and horizontal. I remember the old Mountain Dew commercial that said "Get vertical with Dew," and it had the race car, and it was so like every time I'm like, "It's just vertical." I remember that commercial and horizontal horizon. But
did you guys ever hear?
To this day, I remember that commercial.
You got to hang with me. Katie understands how my brain works, sort of at this point. Did you guys?
I don't know if I'll ever fully have a grasp.
Can you guys spell Mississippi?
MISSISSIPPI.
Right. I mean, do you know how to spell Mississippi? Yeah. So I'm a horrible speller.
Can I please hear you spell it?
MISSISSIPPI.
Okay. You concentrated too hard. I want to hear that list.
Okay. Yeah, I got a hard lisp. So I was listening to this comedian one night, and I hate to tell his joke, and I can't reference his name, so I don't remember who it was. But he told this joke, and it taught me how to spell that word.
Oh, wow.
Anybody that's listening to this podcast with a small child, you might want to skip about a minute. So this was the joke. It was awesome. So it goes, Emma comes first. Then I come. Then Essie comes twice. Then I come again.
Oh, my gosh.
Then Essie comes 2 more times. Then I PP. And then I come again. And that was it for me. I knew how to spell a word for the rest of my
That's
life.
too much. That's too much to think about, man.
Yeah, how does that...
Just learn how to spell it.
Wow.
I can't spell. I can't sound out words. It's really bad.
You're really good at math, though. I learned that tonight.
I'm not good at math. I just can add 8 and 12 together.
I can't do that. Well, I can add 8 and 12.
He said, "I'm not sure what this one is." I said, "That's 8, Tim."
Well, I don't know. There's different things on the dartboard. I don't know what they are.
We didn't give context. We were playing darts earlier. When you play darts, you hit 3 of them. You got to add the numbers up. So. Okay, we're going to have a hard switch because I don't know how to get into the next subject.
I don't know.
We, that 10-minute, conversation lasted 30 minutes. That was awesome. So, I got a message on
Reese's face. It's like the Godfather baby.
So, I'm gonna let you guys enjoy.
What?
this conversation, then I got a message. Oh, he deleted me. Mm-hmm.
Is this going to be one of your somebody was mean to me on the internet conversations?
You have way too many of those.
I know. Anybody makes you mad, you're like, I'm going to talk about them.
Well, maybe people need to learn not to make me mad.
Why are you so special?
I had a feeling he was going to delete me, so I screenshotted the conversation.
Oh my goodness.
Okay. So, the Bob and Katie show, we have a group, like a community on Facebook. If you guys want to be a part of it, this is the idea. Katie and I are not going to run it. We're just kind of we kind of moderate just to make sure nobody gets on there and goes nuts. But it's supposed to be just a community where you can go in and just talk about funny things and be friendly. That's the point of it. And nobody really does anything because I don't think people understand that that's what it's for. So anyways, this guy asked to join it. And I always talk to people before I let them in just to go, I just want to make sure, you know what I mean? Because we have people across the world that listen to the show now. And
you can set it up where people have to answer questions before you let them join? I did
that now.
Oh, okay.
But because I did that, I'm going to miss out on stuff like this. So I sent him a private message and I was like, hey, thanks for asking to join the group.
Harassing people?
Yep.
Are you harassing people?
I said, I need to ask you a couple questions. First of all, how did you hear about the show? And he said, by one of my friends. I said, okay, cool. What was your favorite episode and why? And then he said, the 9th episode because she's so beautiful and meaningful.
What?
Right.
Beautiful and meaningful.
Yeah. Okay.
In which I responded, so the possum resurrection was beautiful and meaningful to
you? Okay.
Obviously, I knew already something was off tilt. Okay? And I said, look, I'm sure that we're not the show you meant to track down, but please feel free to check it out. And I left, our website, and I thought that was going to be the end of it.
Yeah.
Because he obviously didn't listen to the show. And, hang on. And then I sent him another message, and I was like, what do you truly get out of trying to join these groups? I know for a fact you've never, and I said, watched episode 9. Because, first of all, it's not video. And then he messaged me, he goes, well, I'm watching it now. And then a minute later, he goes, I think there's something wrong with it. There's only sound.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. And I said, that's correct. And then I go, well, thank you for asking to join. And I said, here's your
denied.
I said, here's your invitation. And I sent him the link to Patreon.
Nice.
Go sign up. Obviously, Mr. Amid didn't go sign up. But that's crazy. What do people get out of joining?
Maybe you're just being a bully. Maybe he just wanted to be in our group.
What? Was he foreign?
Oh, yeah.
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 I don't know what that means.
It means he's not from the United States of America.
I don't know why I asked that.
Oh, okay.
Oh, gosh.
It was probably because his name was Mr. Amid. But it just threw me off. I'm like, why? Why do you want to be in a group? Hey, you obviously know nothing about it. And then he was going to lie to me. He lied. He lied. So then finally I was like, you can be in the group. You just have to put your credit card in and pay $1.
For a small fee.
You can be in the group as much as you want, buddy. I will let you in for sure. So patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show. You can go there just like Mr. Amid.
You are cutthroat, Bob.
And
cutthroat.
$1 to gain access to, 12 or 13 episodes now? What was your favorite episode so far on? Because you're a patron.
Not Lorena Bobbitt. Who was it?
Oh, we should do an episode on Lorena Bobbitt. I think that would be great.
Casey Anthony.
You like the Casey Anthony stuff? Well, we're going to try to find a
Lorena Bobbitt.
A Lorena Bobbitt. What is it called? Documentary? And then we'll do one on
Surely
Lorena
there
Bobbitt.
is one, right? There's got to be.
Yeah, she cut somebody's junk off and threw it into the bushes. There's got to be at least a 60 minutes episode or something somewhere where they talked about her. But what it is it's a community.
I just watched a Law and Order episode. I think it was from this past season, Law and Order SVU, where these women did that. Sorry.
You're not going to go anywhere else with that story? He's going to interrupt me and then just
let you know.
I watched a TV show one time where some ladies did that.
It's Law and Order SVU.
So for more intriguing information from Katie on the subject of what ladies do on Law and Order.
Well, I was going to tell you more about it, but it was from a current season.
Oh.
And so I didn't want to spoil it.
Spoilers.
A lot of people watch
They got caught.
Law and Order SVU, so.
So if you enjoy the show, for $1, you can show your support, gain access to bonus episodes. As of right now, you can get a limited edition Bob and Katie Show sticker that only patrons get. We still have 2 that we were supposed to put in the mail 3 months ago. We're going to do it tomorrow. 100% tomorrow. 100%.
100.
Because you wrote the letters already.
I sure did. I did my part.
Yeah.
You're the slacker.
Damn.
What the problem was...
You ain't going to put that on me.
This is the problem. She wrote the letter and we put it in an envelope and then I was trying to figure out the address and it was from another country. It was weird. And I tried to ask her, I was like, what is this? And then I was like, I threw it down over there and we just went downstairs and ate popcorn or something. I don't know. So I just called myself out. Anyways, patreon.com/The Bob and Katie Show. For $1, you can gain access. And you are also going to get access to a video that we are recording tomorrow. We were supposed to do it tonight, but Tim came over. Of Katie.
What does that got to do with anything?
But you just threw me off. That's all.
What?
We weren't necessarily. I didn't know if we were for sure going to record.
Oh.
We were definitely going to do the video. But since you came over, I was like, let's record.
Okay.
But we're going to do the video of her winking. Or attempting to wink. And it's going to be amazing. Everybody's going to have access to that. But here's the thing.
I have never actually tried looking in the mirror while
there's no way you can see when you wink. Because I would imagine when you
always
try
made fun of me about it. And I've never seen it for myself.
Well, you're going to see it in 1080p because we've got the camera to do it. It's going to, you can see.
It's so nerve wracking, the thought of people being able to see me.
Do it in slow motion. Have a slow motion.
I can do that for absolutely.
Have a normal and a slow motion.
Everything.
And a really fast one. Like she strokes out or something.
So anybody that ever signs up is going to get access to this video, but here's something real important. Only the next 8 patrons that sign up will get to take part in this. The Death Jetta. I
found a piece in the garage today.
What did you find?
I think it was
because the car's not even here.
I think it was the console cover.
Is it in the garage? Because I couldn't find it.
Yeah, it's on the shelf in the garage.
Nice.
I was putting the kids' toys away.
I can't mail that out because I put my arm on it. Yeah, right now the console.
You're not putting your arm on right now. It's in the garage. It's not even in the car.
Well, I mean, the last time I drove the car, it was uncomfortable because I'm the kind of person that rests my arm.
How did it get out of the car?
I think I cleaned the car one time.
And you took
I probably took it out
console cover out
one time.
I'm gonna put this in the garage.
It wasn't attached.
I'm gonna put this right here.
The console cover just sits on
I still don't understand why you took it out of the car.
Because I was probably cleaning it or something, and I just laid it down. Why do you take doormats out of doormats? Why do you take floor mats out of the car?
Floor mats are designed to come out of the car. Console covers are not. They're supposed to stay put.
Well, nobody's getting the console cover, but there will be 20 pieces.
What if somebody requests the console cover?
If
they're like, Bob, please, can I have your console cover?
I'll tell you what. I'll make a compromise. There's a reward system for the Bob and Katie Show. At $1, you get access to all the shows, and for a limited time, you'll get one of these stickers. At $5, you get a different sticker. So if you sign up for $5, you get 2 different types of stickers.
2 stickers. We still haven't gotten any pictures of where people have stuck their stickers.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I forgot about that. At $15, I think. Do you know if I'm right? Give or take, at $15, we will stalk you on the internet and then talk about you on an episode. And then at $25...
do you think that's... I think that's more of a turn off.
I don't care.
Than a turn on.
I don't care. I'm going to do it. At $25... we will actually let you call into the show and be a part of an episode. If someone does that one, I will send them the console cover.
The $25?
Yeah, the $25 one. I'll send them the console thing.
Well, I just mine to $5. Where's my other sticker?
I gave you a sticker before.
Did you?
Yeah.
Both?
Yeah, the long rectangle one.
Oh, yeah.
So, we're going to have to order some more of those. Oof. But yeah, if someone really wants the console, then sign up for the $25
You're going to have to go
one.
start breaking pieces off.
Yeah.
You have 20 different pieces.
I can get 20. There's probably 10 pieces just laying on the floorboard that have, I hit a pothole.
Check the garage. There might be some more in there.
Yeah. So, there you go. All right. The next thing we got was I put a post up about topics that maybe listeners wanted to listen to, and I actually got a really good one. And this one came from a friend of all of ours. I just changed my mind on what I wanted to say. A friend of all of ours growing up, Jeremy. He wanted us to talk about the struggles. Are you ready for this? You don't really count. I know you.
What the hell was that?
The struggles of eating healthy with children.
Oh, gosh.
So trying to stay in shape and eat healthy.
The struggle is real.
Yeah.
Eating healthy yourself or making your...
Like trying to be healthy while you have... I don't know. It just said the struggles of eating healthy with children. I would assume I would assume he's talking about like...
Himself?
Yeah, himself. Yeah. Like trying to be healthy while you're trying to raise kids. Like it's like this. I didn't do it. I lost 75 pounds. And then we had the twins, and I have now gained 40 of it back.
I lost 40 pounds before I got pregnant with the twins. And I've gained it all back, yeah.
Tim, I was running an average of 4 miles a day. Me. I was running 4 miles a day. There was this one time where I ran 6.5 miles.
I'll run with you, man.
But then I had to stop because nobody told me that when you run 6.5 miles, your nipples will bleed. Do you remember that?
You've never seen The Office, have you?
Yeah. I mean, I watched like an episode or two.
Tape your nipples.
Well, I know that now.
Yeah.
I mean, I can't. If I ran a mile right now, I'll throw up.
I don't have that.
If I ran 50 feet right now, I'd throw up.
So Tim asked me earlier at the table. He was like, "Is that a tattoo? This X on my hand? This is kind of. You know what this X is for? Because I'm trying to lose weight, so I drew an X on my hand.
Not to eat.
So like, if I go to grab some food, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not supposed to do that. That's what that X is for. Like that X is kind of like a visual reminder of me to go, hey, put that nasty food down and put it in your mouth.
Oh gosh. So the struggle started.
I ate like 5 pieces of pizza tonight.
So like before we got pregnant with the twins, we were dieting, we were exercising regularly. We were in like fantastic shape, but we both lost considerable amounts of weight. And then I got pregnant with twins. And so I ate a lot of bacon cheeseburgers.
From the hospital.
No, this was before the hospital.
Oh, okay, before the hospital. Oh, yeah, that's right. You were having me go to Andy's all the time.
Oh, God, I would love some Andy's right now.
Let's pause the podcast and go get a cheeseburger.
And then...
Oh, my God, we have kids sleeping in the house. We can't just leave.
Born. And whenever we first got the kids home from the hospital...
That's pretty bad.
Tim, I've had that for like 20 years.
Dude, are you serious?
Yeah.
So, how many...
Well, I need you to call Kevin and get us another one.
I don't have his number.
We ate Captain Crunch cereal for dinner,
after having the kids? Yeah. Captain Crunch and Pop-Tarts. That's what we ate a whole lot of after having the kids. Like, I have pictures from 3 o'clock in the morning where I've got 2 babies in my lap on a pillow with 2 bottles going and watching House and eating Pop-Tarts. Like, that was
my thing. Because, like, I had to pump a lot.
Yeah.
Whenever they were babies. So, like, you would feed them a bottle of pumped breast milk or sometimes formula. I would pump and eat Pop-Tarts because I was so hungry.
That's
where it started.
Had to quit my job. Like, it was so weird. I got to work one day and I was thinking to myself, how am I going to talk to Kate and go, we're going to have to, like, move back in with our parents? Because I was getting such a lack of sleep that on my way to work, I was driving off the side of the road.
Oh, wow.
And then,
we're not talking about sleep right now. We're talking about eating.
I know, but it all played together. And then all of a sudden, it was like 2 days later, they started sleeping through the night.
Mm-hmm.
Am I bothering you?
We never gained traction again.
No, life just kept getting crazier and crazier.
It's been 3 years.
Ever since my thyroid problem, I like gain weight each year. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But Lauren, she's never really put on weight that much. I don't know if it would be tough for me to lose weight or not.
Let's do it together.
It's hard as heck for me to lose weight.
Like, I'm trying to lose 20 pounds before we get on this flight.
Yeah.
Because I'm scared.
Why are you so scared?
This is why.
This bothers me.
What bothers you?
That you're so nervous to fly.
Because,
it's terrifying.
Because I don't fly. I don't fly.
I don't fly either.
If we get in a wreck in a car, there's a good chance that I can survive. If a plane falls out of the sky I'm not going to make it. If I'm on a boat and the boat sinks, I can swim.
What would you do in those, like, if you knew you had like 5 minutes left on a plane to live? What would you do?
Oh, God, I can't have this conversation.
Throw up on the floor.
That's it?
Yeah, I'm going to scream and cry. Like, that's what I'm going to do.
I wouldn't be getting no phone calls. He'd be too busy crying.
No, I'm going to be crying and screaming like a little girl.
It's not going to be bad.
And then, like, all of a sudden we don't crash, and everybody's like,
it's like
see that guy?
2.5 hour flight from Myrtle.
It's going to be
nothing.
2.5 hours of me feeling sick to my stomach. You're going to have to hold my hand. People are going to think we're a couple.
I might have a place in New Jersey to stay.
Really?
Which is like 2-hour drive to New York, even though it's only like 40 or 50 miles. So I'm working on places right now.
Okay. As long as we get to the stash, man, that's all that matters. What were we talking about?
I don't know.
Oh, unhealthy. Yeah. Speaking of eating unhealthy, when we go to New York, I'm getting some pizza. I might not be able to eat a lot, but I'm going to eat a little of that good stuff.
I wonder if we can take cigarettes on the plane.
I don't know. Oh, yeah, because you smoke, and they're like $12 a pack there.
The last time I was in Brooklyn, it was like 2009, and they were like $10 a pack.
Yeah, it's crazy. You're going to have to quit smoking, dude.
Nah.
I don't think you take cigarettes on a plane.
I have no idea.
I'm going to have to look it up.
Okay, well, we'll do a show when we get back.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it. So, it'll be good. How about some 5 o'clock news?
We never finished the question.
Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know.
I was talking to you guys went off on your own little tangent, little special little trip you're going to take and leave me home taking care of children.
I told you could come.
No.
Why don't you want to come?
It's not a question of want to. Of course I want to.
The next time MXPX comes on this side, I'll take you for sure. We'll make it happen. They'll do it next year. They're playing it a lot. Stop looking at me like that. I don't know what to say right now. I told you, you can't make me feel guilty about this.
I'm not trying to make you feel guilty.
Well, you're doing it. I'm doing so much nice stuff for you this month, trying to make myself not feel guilty. Like, this is, like, when you ask me to do things, I'm always like, oh.
God, I'm never talking to you again. You're going to get divorced.
I'm not trying to make you feel guilty. What?
You see the way she's looking at me,
those
right?
eyes are,
you see it?
No,
like, that's what I do
I'm
with,
with Bob on this one.
When you, like, Tim, you'll message me like, hey, let's go to the movies. And then, like, I'm sitting there for a minute. I'm like, oh, God. Like, I want to go, but, like, I'm not really in the position to leave her alone with 3 kids because I've left her alone all week while I'm at work. And then, like, I'll try to talk to her a little bit about it, and you're like, exclamation pointing the text message.
I hate it when you do that to me. Gosh, I hate it.
I'm like, oh, God, Tim, just give me a few minutes, man. I'm trying to, and eventually I'm just like, no, I can't go. Because she has sex with me. That's really what it comes down to most of the time. And, like, the late, great Ralphie May always said, in a marriage, you can be right or you can be happy. And I go with happy.
True.
A lot of the time. So how did you want to end this conversation? I mean, like, we talked about it. Like, it's difficult to eat healthy.
It's probably time-wise.
Young children,
you know.
Yeah, it's pretty much like
daycare or school, and
we function on a day-to-day basis just out of pure survival. Yeah.
Like, a lot of times in, like, 30 minutes before I get off work, like, we'll shoot each other a text and go, what are we doing for dinner?
Yeah, a typical day.
And it's got to be quick. And most of the time,
you're going to get off at like 7 o'clock. You have like a 45-minute commute. We're like, what do you want to get for dinner?
It's longer than 45 minutes now.
So we have to get in like less than 2 hours. We have to pick up something from the store, cook it, fix it, whatever, feed the kids, get them ready for bed, get them in bed. And it's craziness on a typical day. A typical day.
The mic tried to get me.
I'm glad this came up. Lauren subscribed to, I can't remember the name of the company, but
it's Smelly Goods, something good.
Yeah, that's where they deliver food to your door.
Yeah, fresh something.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Fresh
I honestly
smiley,
can't remember.
Smiley Fresh. Somewhere.
But the food is so good.
Really?
And it's enough for 3.
Well, I have 5, so... And on top of that, like when you make a meal and it's like, this will feed 5, I'm like, well, that'll feed me and one other person.
Well, it's supposed to feed 2, but I always eat like seconds, but it's really good.
But it's also, isn't it like $10 a meal per person or something like that?
I don't know. I have to ask her.
Yes, that's rich money talking over there, but I can't
God.
hang with $10 a person. That's like going out to eat. Oh my goodness gracious.
But it's good.
Yeah.
And it saves a lot of time.
I mean, it's something to look into.
Yeah.
We just need to find one of those people that have been in the Army and just get us like 10 boxes of them MREs.
Oh my gosh.
That'll change your digestive system
Oh my
really
goodness.
harshly, really fast. So, are you good now? You want to end the subject?
I guess. Why are you asking me?
Because
it wasn't directed at me specifically.
No, I was ready to change, and you were like, "Oh, we're not going to answer the question." There really wasn't a question.
I talk to Jeremy all the time, and he's never mentioned food. So I wonder why he brought that up.
Maybe it's a silent struggle.
Yeah, it's because
it is for us. Like
you're always like, "Hey, let's go eat tacos somewhere." Like,
I get it. That is seriously, meals is like one of our biggest daily struggles. Finding time to go to the grocery store, figuring out what's made.
Right now, we're down to one car, and I work.
Well, even if we had 2 cars, I'm not taking 2 3-year-olds and an infant grocery shopping.
Yeah. And that's like every now and then you'll message me. It's like, hey, what
do you
time
know
get
what
off
that's
work?
like?
Yeah,
it's hell.
It is hell.
It's hell. That's what it's like.
Like you'll shoot me a message. You're like, hey, what time to get off? And like, I'm like, well, I get off at 7 or 6. But then I got a 50-minute drive. I got to go to Walmart. I got to buy stuff for dinner. I got to come home. We got to cook dinner. We got to feed the kids. And then it's time for work the next day.
Do you buy food every day?
It's happening a lot now.
Why don't we grocery shop on Sundays?
We used to before we had kids. We would go grocery shopping for like
a week.
Yeah. We'd get everything we need. And then it got down to like, oh, just get like a few days worth of stuff. And now it's just like, most of the time, it's just like, God, we'll figure it out tomorrow. Just get something for today.
Well, I mean, like
because I can't think straight. My kid's screaming at me all day.
With only having one car and everything we have going on, when I do have a day off, like we have a lot of plans. So trying to fit a grocery trip into a day off is almost impossible.
Like it is truly a struggle. Truly a struggle.
Patreon.com/The Bob and Kane Show. Go pledge some money so we can get some of the smiley food boxes that he's talking about delivered.
Food box.
I can't remember. It's like Fresh Farms or Fresh Smiles or something.
Man, you know, Lunchables. You know,
that's what we're gonna start. We're just gonna buy a crap load of Lunchables.
Those are good.
What'd you have for dinner? Pizza.
I got Lunchables for the kids one day.
The food box. And
I mean, my kids don't know what Lunchables are called. I just gave it to them. And Riley got done. He said, Mommy, I want another food box.
Pretty awesome.
And that's what it was. It was a box of food. Yeah. Go in another food box.
The pizza ones are great. I had a bad online experience this week.
Okay.
Was somebody mean to you on the internet too?
Here we go. Here we go.
Very. They blocked me on Facebook.
That's because you kept sending me messages.
Huh?
Oh my gosh.
See if you can pull it up on your phone so we can see it on the TV.
Pull what up?
Facebook. So you play the guitar I just bought, right? The 65 Fender Mustang?
Yeah.
Phenomenal guitar, right? He's not listening to me, Katie.
He's not. He's playing with the TV. Maybe it's because you so angrily unplugged your phone.
Do you think earlier. That's what it was? I got mad and broke it?
Maybe
we could probably play the video and
there it goes. Okay. Got it. Okay, we're back. Oh, so you got the Mustang.
Chevelle.
The Mustang guitar.
You played it, right? It was great.
Yeah.
Like the neck, everything's great.
So here's the thing with the Mustang. I got lady fingers. I mean, I can't put it any other way. I got little petite fingers. And the neck of that guitar is perfect for my hands.
I think it was crafted for women back in the 50s. Like the Beach Boys made it famous, then Nirvana and stuff like that. But it's got, Bob will know what I'm talking about. You might. It's got 2 single coils. You know what that is?
She doesn't.
She doesn't? Okay.
I don't think so.
Most guitars have 3 or either like 2 humbuckers. So it's like really, there's no beef to it. So I took it to this place. I'll say his name. You can bleep it out later if you want to. His name is Joel from Guitar Lab in Wilmington. I took it to him early last week to get a humbucker installed into it. He was like, cool, I have it done by the weekend. Tuesday or Wednesday rolls around, I haven't heard from him. Guitar Lab. Yeah.
That was Joel.
Yeah. There it is. And the weekend comes, he never calls me. Tuesday or Wednesday, I shoot him a text asking me, is it done? Go to his videos on his website. Go to see all. Click the very top one. He sends me this video in a text. Before you play it, he says, before I could even respond to the video, he says, if this doesn't make you happy, you can come get your guitar and take it to someone else. Keep in mind, I asked him once if my guitar was ready.
Oh, no, he didn't.
Hello, this is Joel with Guitar Lab, and if you're watching this video, it's very possible you sent me an inquiry about the status of your guitar or status of turnaround time in general at Guitar Lab. So let's get started.
He sent me this video in a text.
Until it's ready to be worked on, there'll be a few guitars ahead of it usually. It will go to my bench for about half an hour to 2 hours, depending on the job, and then it goes back to the case, and I give you a call. Okay, so a little explanation on the 1 to 2 week estimate that I have on my website that I tell people. It's a good faith estimate of how long I think it will take me, working as quickly as possible. So now let's move on to the two most popular questions I get, which are, can I get a status update, and how's it coming along? Also the hardest to answer because, as I mentioned, typically things haven't been worked on yet or they're finished. There will be, of course, exceptions like if I'm doing a structural repair or a broken headstock, something like that, where I can say, it's holding, it's clamped, it looks like it's going to turn out great. There will be times where I can do that, but typically it's not a question I can answer easily. It either hasn't been worked on yet or it's finished. The next question is, well, since it works like that, can I just schedule a time when you could actually work on my guitar right when I drop it off? Leaving the person solely responsible for repairs, working on the website, social media, answering phones, text messages, emails, it just wouldn't be possible for me to do all of that scheduling as well as work on guitars. And so I appreciate your understanding. I hope this video explained a lot. Again, I thank you for your support.
All this video accomplished for me is
it's so negative, right?
He's a douche. And I'm assuming he's the business owner of this establishment.
It's out of his house.
Okay.
It's out of his
That was the
house.
first thing I was going to say. You look at the video and you was like, you can tell it's out of his house. Okay. Here's the thing. This part, the ending is what got me. Mm-hmm. You see, guys, I have to run the website and I've got to do the social media and take the phone calls. I'm not going to have time to work on the guitars.
But he had time to make this video?
Wait, isn't the service to work on the guitar? The service isn't the website.
Yeah.
Yep.
Create a Facebook page and take 5 minutes a day and update it.
I asked him one time, how was it coming? I didn't stalk his Facebook page and know that this video existed. He replied with this video.
Did you go get the guitar back?
He wanted me, after, he didn't even give me a chance to reply. He said, if this video isn't good enough, you can come get your guitar.
What?
Yeah. He didn't
do you have it? Like, can I see it?
No. He blocked me. And on his Facebook page, he made it where you can't rank or leave reviews after I went and picked up my guitar. So he knew I was going to leave like a bad review. You know what I mean?
So did he actually fix your guitar or no?
That's a shady business owner who, like, as a business, why would you not want people to be able to review you unless you're just scared people are going to leave you bad reviews all the time because you're a douche?
Yeah. And I told him, I was like, if you're going to be like that, I'll come get it. And he's like, well, you come get it tomorrow morning at 8. I was like, no, I can come get it right now. You're at your house. You run your business out of your house. And he's like, just knock really loudly on the door and when you get here. So I did, and he just handed me a guitar and I left. So I never got it fixed. That was such a douchey thing. Like, I've never experienced anything like that before.
How does this man
now here's the thing.
business is what I want to know.
Here's the deal. I'm a manager of sorts in a retail environment. Yes, you have a lot of stuff to do that sometimes the customers don't know about or take into consideration. I get that. But you never go, well, this is why I can't help you right this second. You just go, oh, well, I'm doing, even if someone calls and they want an update, it's for two reasons. One, they care about what you're doing because it's their guitar and, they're excited. You're fixing to make their guitar here. Okay. This isn't a phone bill or a light bill.
Right.
This is you taking your money and going, you know what? I really love to play the guitar, and what you're about to do for me is going to make my hobby, my free time, the thing that I love to do, so much more enjoyable. So yeah, A week after you get it, I might call and go, hey, so what's going on? It's not to bother you. It's because I'm in love with what I'm doing, and it's your responsibility as that service provider to make that happen. Okay? So yeah, if they call you, I get it. It's aggravating and you have a lot of stuff going on. I understand. But how hard is it to go, hey, this is where we're at. It's next in line, or I've got it clamped, or I think I'm actually going to be able to make good progress on it today.
Yeah.
Like anything.
He could have said anything besides send me that video and say if it's not good enough, come get it.
I am a business owner of, it's just me.
Yeah.
I do it all.
Yeah.
Not that it keeps me super busy. It's like side work, but still, I do it all. And if a client contacts me is like, hey, are you done with my photos yet? I'm like make this video and be like, here you go. This explains it all. I'll be like, first of all, I'm not done with your crap yet. Stop asking me. No, I politely respond with either it's done or not yet, hopefully soon. What? Like,
what's his name?
Oh my God.
Joel, I don't know his last name.
Joel. Let me give you some advice because
I would never dream of speaking to someone that way. Who wants to pay me?
I'm pretty sure Joel's going to listen to the episode, and let me tell you why, because I'm going to send it to him. So he's going to listen. Joel, let me give you some advice, man. I completely understand.
Joel is too busy doing social media and fixing guitars. Okay,
I understand.
I learned that in the video.
I understand your thought of putting this video up, and my recommendation highly is to pull the video back down.
And I talked to people who know him, that we all know too, that have worked on their guitars, and they're like, that he needs to take that video down.
Yeah, you need to take the video down, man. It's like
it's just nothing.
I understand.
Rude.
I understand that you're frustrated because I'm telling you once again, I sort of work in that same environment. You need to take that video down. On this show, there's a guy named Dan, and Dan emailed in, and we took Dan to task. But let me tell you the difference, Joel, between Dan and the people that you're dealing with. Dan, he didn't provide anything to the show. Like everything he got was for free. He provided no money. And I know that sounds kind of weird. My patrons, it would have to take something severe for me to take a patron to task because, it's almost like they're a customer. You know what I mean? What we do is for a comedy purpose. So when you do something like that, yeah, maybe Dan got his feelings hurt. I'm not sure. Dan did something I didn't agree with. I talked about it. And there's a lot of other people that either A, didn't agree with me or thought it was funny, whatever it was. But what you're doing is you're running a business out of your house. I mean, I can see it. And when you upset a customer, you're going to lose a lot of money. Like that money's gone.
And what he doesn't know is I'm pretty stupid with money. Like I would have taken him a lot of stuff that I did not need to do. You know what I mean? Like you.
I
found some conversations with him that I screenshot to my wife. He says, I'm happy to work on anything people give me. I just ask that they wait until I call them.
No.
There are a few ahead of yours. If you can wait, great. If not, that's fine. I'll have it for you tomorrow to pick up and take elsewhere.
So
it's like he's begging. It's like he's begging you to take your business somewhere else.
Joel,
jeez, that's crazy.
Joel, this is another thing, man. You don't know people,
and I could be crazy. I could be going to his house.
Yeah, like you didn't. There was no way that you could possibly know that Tim, the guy that you just treated like this, would be on a podcast that thousands of people listen to.
I am.
So yeah, like in your mind, you were like, oh, well, this one guy, he can just go somewhere. But now more people are going to know about it because this is what happens. People typically don't talk about how great customer service is. Mm-hmm. They go somewhere, customer service is great, and they're happy. They leave, they have their product, and then they're focused on their product. When you hear people talk about customer service, it's bad.
Right.
Like 98% of the time, it's bad. And that's what you've done. Like you've upset a customer, and it just so happens that customer is in the situation where a lot more people are going to talk about it. You've become a dinner conversation, Joel.
As a business owner, why would you suggest repeatedly that your customers take their business elsewhere? That's
wild.
counterproductive.
Like, and I also
That's
understand
craziness to me.
that with what you have going on, like if like there's a waiting list, then you might be like, okay, yeah, there's a waiting list, so one person, whatever.
Just go, okay, sure,
But
I'll be
eventually-
glad to work on it, but it's gonna take me X amount of time.
if you do this type of stuff, eventually you're not going to have that waiting list.
Why would you even mention come get it and take it elsewhere?
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I would have been fine him saying it might be a week or two. I'm backed up.
And then another thing that you don't even think about is like you're in the music scene. Like you know a lot of people, you know a lot of musicians, a lot of bands,
right?
That you possibly could have this conversation with. And
I've already done that, and they've all said the same thing.
Wow, Joel, buddy, take the video down, man, and just sometimes you got to suck up the aggravation. We all do. We all have to do it.
Yeah.
The customer isn't always right. I
Look
get
at
it.
the
you just can't tell them
the
that.
title of the video. Is it ready yet? It's just like, come on, like
it's had 482 views, and 400 of those views, I'm telling you, they were like, "This is crazy."
Yeah.
So, wow.
And as soon as I picked up the guitar, he took off the option where I could have reviewed his company.
Yeah.
That's so messed up.
Yeah.
Well, there you go, Joel. It was nice having your business on the Bob and Katie show.
Wow.
Ooh. So let's do the Bob O'Clock news.
Welcome to the Bob O'Clock news. We're going to talk about the mom strapping her kid to the minivan to hold down the pool.
We are. Thank God that Tim had this great story because we lost 15 minutes of game time because I was an idiot and showed you guys the answers. So the story is a mom bought a kiddie pool and she had a minivan and I guess couldn't get the pool inside of it. So she put the pool on top of the minivan and put her 11-year-old child inside of it and then tied it down.
Oh my God.
Please tell me this was not in the South.
Wisconsin.
Oh, okay.
So
it was a 9-year-old.
Oh, it was a 9-year-old? So a 9-year-old. Put her 9-year-old in the pool on top of a minivan and was going to drive down the street. She gets pulled over because somebody called the cops and was like, hey, there's a small child tied to the top of a minivan going down the street. And
what in her brain was like, this is a good idea?
This is what I'm going to get to. The cop pulls her over and her response is, I didn't know I couldn't do that because my dad did stuff like that all the time when I was a kid. Okay, sure. Your dad did it. But that's your child. Did nothing cross your mind to go, you know what, maybe I don't want to put my 9-year-old on top of a van and drive out onto a busy street?
Right.
I don't...
It's mind-bending, isn't it?
It is. It really is.
Like, it's mind-bending.
And I didn't know I couldn't do that.
I didn't know I couldn't do that.
What'd she get charged for?
I don't know. She's to appear in court on November 14th.
Go back into the shop.
Felony charge for endangering a 9-year-old son.
Good.
So it just says it's a felony charge. So, like, what? I don't, it doesn't register to me how that's even possible to, like, think that's a good idea.
Yeah,
How far was she going? If it was down the street, would it really matter?
That's wild, right? Okay, so next story. This is actually sent to us from Andrew. Over the seas in the UK. This is a pretty good story. A German man feared a monster. I don't even know what that word is. What is that?
Corget?
It means zucchini. He found in his garden was an unexploded World War II bomb.
Oh my gosh.
And he called the police. Like, he goes out into his garden.
So he saw a big zucchini and thought it was a bomb?
And he ran back inside and called the police.
Oh my
Now,
gosh.
here's a picture of the zucchini. And it really does kind of look like a bomb.
Does.
And it's humongous. Like, this zucchini was humongous.
I don't know. I see a zucchini.
I see a zucchini, not a bomb.
It has like the stem on it.
Maybe it grew, like, some wildlife grew around it or something.
But apparently somebody just drove by and, like, threw it, I guess.
Somebody just threw a zucchini. So he didn't have like, a garden or anything.
No, he didn't have a garden of
Somebody just
zucchinis.
like threw a zucchini in his yard?
Yeah. Now, to be
Not only just any zucchini, a monster gigantic zucchini.
to be fair, they've had instances in this area where they've had to evacuate towns and things like that where they've actually been doing construction work and found bombs.
So maybe that's why he was in that.
Yeah. So I mean, like he saw that, ran back inside and was like,
I found one.
It happened again. We found another bomb. So the cops get there and I'm sure they walk up and just like kick it, with their foot and they're like,
do you think they had like the bomb squad and everything?
Oh, yeah,
bomb sniffing dogs or something?
It's like, Germany.
Sir.
It probably happens more than you think.
Sir, this is a vegetable. Wow.
Sir, this is a zucchini. And then it puts in there that the owner of the house was able to dispose of the zucchini by himself without help of the police.
What did he do with it?
Probably threw in the trash. It's a zucchini.
Garbage man comes up, boom.
Maybe he took inside and made a casserole or something.
No way he eats it. He didn't know where it came from. It's embarrassing. He threw it. Plus, there's some orange stuff growing on the side of it that looks like it might have. That zucchini was in somebody. Look at that.
Oh.
Wow. Somebody walked up to somebody and was like, just bend over this table.
This is for medical purposes.
Not pleasure.
Find your laugh.
Find your happy.